All right, how's it going, everybody? And welcome back to Mianite. Still not something I expected to be saying in 2020. Don't mind me. Just getting to level 200 here at my Enderman Grinder, which works incredibly well. The amount of Endermen that end up in this thing is absolutely staggering. Let me just go into my statistics for you really quickly. Don't tell Milady Ionite about this because she calls them for Endermen, so we can keep this under the radar just between us. But I have unalived 50,000 Endermen. Yeah, so the way it works is, so Mianite now is live streamed only. It's always been a live streamed series, but obviously the episodes don't end up on this channel trimmed down. And before and after the recording portion of the stream that ends up on CaptainSparklez 2, when I'm warming up the stream and there could be a hype train or something, or after the stream and I'm catching up on notifications, I'm just swinging away at the Enderman while reading off the notifications on the other monitor. So that's how we're at level 200. I was even higher before, but then I used some levels. So really, I should be like 230 or something, but I'm going to have to use these levels for a purge. Anyway, that said, I want to head back home. Obviously, because the episodes now have been just live streamed and on CaptainSparklez 2, I'm sure there are some people here who watch this channel primarily who have not seen what's happened on the series. And because of that, I figured we'd do a little house tour and show you what's been going on. And maybe, in case you are interested in checking out the series, this might encourage you to go take a look. People have messed up my item frames, so everything is tilted on my chest labeling, which is quite frustrating, but we won't worry about that for the time being. I also have far too many ender pearls on me. My inventory is an absolute mess, but don't worry about it. So I've got some pretty good armor, dude. I actually didn't know for ages you can put thorns on every piece of armor, not just a chest plates, and it'll actually increase the chance of it proccing when someone hits you. So it also makes it so that your armor wears down incredibly quickly when you're battling the biggest raid that's ever happened in the history of the world, which happened a couple days ago. So anyway, welcome to my humble abode, the Islandite, which I need to put the sign back. I had a sign in the beginning right here where I'm standing saying, welcome to Islandite, and it's gone now. I forgot to put it down. Check out my pillager banners. Aren't they pretty swick? I think they're pretty cool. Got them from the absolute monstrous raid that we did the other day. Once again, episodes in full can be viewed on the CaptainSparklez 2 channel, or you can go to twitch.tv/CaptainSparklez. Usually these are streamed 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, 5:30 p.m. in the UK, most days of the week, with the big event days being on Mondays. But I mentioned all that in the previous vlog video that I did a little while back. Anyway, so the idea with the house and the rules in this season, if we're doing a build on our own island, or for the sake of a world tour, we are allowed to use fly. So these were some balloons for the 6-year anniversary of Mianite. They were kind of scattered about on all of our islands in different colors. So it's Battle Tower-esque. I've not capped it off yet. The plan is, in the end, whenever we reach max height on this thing, I'll maybe make the center kind of the base of a Scales of Justice and then have scales kind of coming off at the top. But obviously, once I build that, I can't really build the battle tower any higher, so we can't do it yet until we've maxed out the height. But we'll start off with the interior here. We've got our aquarium. Well, it's more of a terrarium / aquarium where Jimmy lives. Jimmy is my turtle friend, who people every stream tell me, go check on Jimmy, make sure he's still there. Jimmy's gone. I didn't see Jimmy. Where's Jimmy? He's unalived. Obviously, he's not there anymore. And then I'm like, there's Jimmy. And then it's settled for at least 10 minutes until it happens again. Don't know where you came from. You're not supposed to be here. My island's been just absolutely overrun by turtles this entire series. We've got Major Tom, who's turtle, who's brought the turtles to the island. It's a whole thing that I still don't fully know the lore on, but that's what's up. Doggo occasionally has particles that are emanating from him, and they're not right now, so I'm glad Doggo is no longer infected with the darkness, but it kind of swings back and forth just a little bit. Got the Ender Dragon head and a map of the Tree of Life above my bed, which is pretty swick. We got our furnaces, obviously our inventory system. This is our villager area, kind of a familiar sight, tend to have these, but we've got our boy over here. See, these two lanterns, as opposed to the torches, signify infinite emerald trade. So we got our boy Stonks over here, which is a full-on infinite emerald villager. This unnamed villager over here, not full-on infinite because it's 4 emeralds for the bookshelf, but when I get the bookshelves from Stonks, I can trade them out for emeralds and cash out and redeem from both of them. So we do at least have that going for us. Got a few other professions here, just, to cover some other needs. You're not fully leveled up yet, but I think all that's left is to be able to get a name tag, which we have from the others. If I want to sick some zombie villagers on them all, at some point I could, but for now, Stonks has mostly been covering us in that regard. So I've got plenty of emeralds. If we go on over here, dude, we're popping off. I had more. Then we had to go and do a good deed for Carl. I had to use a bunch of emeralds, and I was kind of like, I can't believe that I have to do this. Kind of a bummer. But, we got lots of emerald blocks. We got 200 levels, so at the end of the day, what more can you ask for? Second level here, we've got ourselves the enchantment area, looking pretty much like an enchantment area. Oh, and I do have water elevators. Also, this is Peter Porker, a.k.a. a bunch of other names, Spider Pig, whatever you want to call it, but we'll go with Peter Porker. And Peter Porker just walks upside down inside of the glass enclosure. Pretty cool, dude. It's pretty chill. You can see him walking around sometimes. It's especially unnerving if you're standing on top of the glass enclosure and Peter Porker is walking beneath you. We'll take the water elevator up to the next level here. And the water elevator, you just basically have to... I left big gaps here because I didn't want to create a whole system of like trap doors and things like that to try to stop you when you hit the next floor and then you let yourself through. Just easier to do it this way. This way you can get off at whatever floor you happen to be interested in getting off at, or you can go down. Going down is not nearly as quick. So if I want to exit here, I can. This happened, and I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. It's a little bit unnerving. It always looks like there's a player in my house, but it's really just a brewing stand that has bars over it. So there's that. Anyway, this is... Oh yeah, Peter Porker's walking around. Not a big deal. This is where we enter the Nether, and it's a really quick, easy trip to get over to the other Nether portal, which takes us to the Enderman farm. And that's pretty much what's been developed so far in the house. The rest of the place, empty floors. What I was thinking of doing, though, is developing the top into a creeper spawner, because it's kind of the right shape for it, and we already have it in a leveled up system, so I can just kind of adjust the different tiers and darken them and have a whole system where the minecart will be going maybe up here, and then it collects, passes the items down to my storage. It's a long-term project and idea, but I was thinking it could be a possible way to kind of make use of a taller battle tower versus just having a bunch of empty floors or, having to figure out how to decorate even though it's not really useful all that much. So obviously this is the brewing area plus Nether portal. Seem like they kind of go together, cornerless, as is obvious, you have to have a cornerless situation up in here. We've got the beacon, which shines through the center of our battle tower here, which I'm proud of the alignment there. I think it turned out pretty well. And now, though, there's still more. Don't you worry, there's still quite a bit more. Okay, let's focus on the exterior for a little bit, because my more recent project was building the archway. All the materials for it, I accumulated legitimately. We were just able to use fly. That was the only kind of caveat to the whole thing. But everything was acquired legitimately, built the arch, and it was totally just, freestanding from scratch. No template, no guides, no nothing like that. And I think it turned out pretty well. People were happy with it. I was pretty happy with it. It's got some bamboo that we've stopped with string. It was absolutely a copy of the arch over there, but it looks different. It's got its own twist on it. I had far too many comments from Tom specifically saying your island is way too flat and two-dimensional, do something about it. So I did something about it. And now I crap about copying the archway. However, I first made these beaches with the Swick Umbrella Bros. This is my cow farm. We no longer have cow singularities, which are over in the corner, which they were pretty cool. And I'm kind of sad about that. If you don't know what a cow singularity is, it's like a ring of cows that can then fold back on itself, and they look like one cow, but it's actually like hundreds of them. Chickens over there chilling as well. Our numbers are significantly down in the chicken department, and we have some turtles, which is, I just don't know how any of this happens, to be completely honest. We got the farming area over here, and then we got docks. These were built more recently, just to kind of spice up the place a little bit, add some additional features, make it look a little bit less two-dimensional. Now, the arch is also functional, okay? Now, I actually have absolutely no idea how Tom managed to know that something was going on. There was some shenanigans taking place. He found his way in here. He didn't find his way in the correct way, though, which is we have a secret entrance. Now, you have to not snitch. This is very important. You cannot share the details of this and the mechanism to enter. So you go button, button, and then it opens up. And in we go. Sometimes it just clips you and stuff like that. And also, that is definitely not supposed to be the way it is right there. That's really, truly unfortunate. Let's just, nope, that's not going to work either. I'm trying to do live repairs on the fly here, and it's really, it's not working out, okay? And that's missing too. It's a whole mess. I had to do some repairs after Tom got in. As you can see, they're still ongoing, but don't worry. At least the water elevator plus chicken is still functional. So this gets us down into the mine here, where if we head on over in this direction, we can get to our big beacon open area place, featuring many, many mobs over there, but this place is fairly well lit. And so this is where the beacon actually originates from and goes up through the build and through the temple, which we'll get to in just a second. You haven't seen the temple yet, because, you know, that's another pretty big thing. This house tour is actually a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Come to think of it, we've accomplished a decent amount in 40-something episodes here on Mianitian Isles. So anyway, maximum emerald beacon. This is where a lot of my other emerald blocks went, but, you know, we had to do it, right? Wait, what is this? Oh, thank you for... They broke my purple glass recently, but I didn't see this until now. I'm happy that they saved one, at least, to put on there. So that's cool. We'll leave it, though. We'll leave it, just in case of emergency, break glass. Or remove it and put it on, at least. Make sure you're using Silk Touch. So this is how a lot of blocks were acquired. You know, a lot of blocks that were used for the archway and that stuff. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get rid of you. You are a descendant of Jerry, and I will be nice even if you're trying to attack me. All right, so that's the beacon area. Now, see, we can head on over back to where we came from, which used to be the staircase over there, but now is obviously our little lobby area. I could add a reception desk here. I could add a sign, so we back in the mine, right on over the door. In fact, I should probably do that, but go back up the water elevator. It's a pretty long way up. And then it's just an easy one button in order to get out. Cool. See, no one would suspect a thing with this being a secret combo. I don't know what happened. He mined his way in back here, and I haven't even fully fixed wherever he entered yet, but, oh, I saw him, dude. He was, like, looking around for some fake Mianites and just trying around, hitting every button he could, and I'm like, you're totally not doing something nefarious there. Oh, I see you trying to get inside of something. I know what you're doing. And then he mined in, and I was like, God dang it, I can't believe this. You're not supposed to spawn here, dude. You're not supposed to spawn here. Excuse me. This is a mob-free zone. Well, anyway, we're going down here regardless. So, welcome to the piece de resistance, which is the Temple of Ionites. I think it turned out pretty well. We got the stairs leading up to a conduit down here, so you get a nice look. We can breathe forever. It's brilliant. We had 2 full guard toms down here, and then an unfortunate situation happened where I tridented, riptided myself into one of them, and it exploded. So don't worry about it. But here's just a, a little look. I think it, I'm not much of a builder, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. And I've been considering kind of connecting this up via another water elevator to either the interior of the house or just the land in front. Haven't done so yet, but here's the interior. We've got a nice portrait of Milady with purple and green eyes, of course, up on the wall. And this was initially like a kind of a place where you could give, I don't know what the proper word is, a donation, a sacrifice to Milady. And it was a different mechanism where you put something in a chest, then there was a hopper, and then this. And I don't know why I'm opening a container silently. I'm not vanished or anything. Oh my goodness. The freaking glass is missing there too? They've desecrated my temple. Unbelievable, dude. And the conduit is out front. It was originally over there, but it's out front now because the amount of drowned due to the increased tick rate on the server is just, it's a nightmare. And this way, at least the drowned won't continuously assault me while I'm inside of the temple, trying to just respect and observe Milady. Anyway, it's now just a single chest, so I don't have to break blocks to access whatever was put into the thing. And I guess we should probably fix this. I'll put an extra ender pearl in there for Milady. such desecration. Also, a little tidbit that I didn't know. Beacon beams just go through slabs. So, kind of cool. Anyway, and then we've got, obviously, the eye right there from Milady, Ionite. And Tom is somehow a follower of Ionite now. Honestly, I don't know what the heck's going on. Everything is kind of topsy-turvy and upside down. Ionite likes flowers, and it's just weird, but here we are. That's my temple, though. Tom may consider himself a follower of Ionite, and the Judgment Tank might as well, but that's my temple. So let's just be clear about things, okay? And that's pretty much it for the island tour. I thought this might be a good time to bring it to you, though, because we're going to have a purge on Friday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, 5:30 p.m. in the UK, and I have to build a vault. It's going to be the same rules as Season 1, where it's like an anything goes sort of situation, except for the vault, you're not allowed to break blocks in order to access it. So you have to have some sort of combination lock, something like that. So if you have any feedback, if you have any thoughts as to what sort of mechanism you think I should use, feel free to leave comments. Obviously, between Season 1 and now, a lot of new things have happened in the game. So there's other things to consider as far as how people can get in, and other things that I can use in order to make it more defensible. And I was thinking like having a password piece of paper with hoppers that I could do or something like that. It could be kind of cool. But as far as like how it's constructed, what the door looks like, feel free to let me know your thoughts. And that's pretty much where we'll leave it off. Maybe we'll do more of a full world tour in another video. Let me know if you'd be interested. I made that light mechanism off of a tutorial, but I made that light mechanism nonetheless. That's Tom's Island. Carl's is beyond it over there past render distance. That is the Trial Island over there. Tank of Judgment and some other stuff over in that direction. Then there's a whole bunch of wild, crazy, topsy-turvy, upside-down dimensions and stuff. And it's gone a bit crazy. That's all I'm saying. So feel free to check it out. Series is all posted up on the second channel, or you can tune into the live streams, twitch.tv/CaptainSparklez. If you're interested. Thanks for tuning in, though. Hopefully you found this interesting and it wasn't a huge repeat. I don't know how many people have seen all the episodes up to this point, so you're like, I've seen all this already. But in any case, that's pretty much it. Oh, my streetlights have daylight sensors, and I did a little thing where I made it kind of a pass-through, see-through thing up to the top of the arch, because if you don't have it see-through to the daylight sensor, then it won't actually function properly. So that's why we have these little bits here. And they lined up pretty nicely. So anyway, make sure to like if you liked. Check out, I don't know if this will be in a playlist. It is Mianite, but will it go in the Mianite playlist? I have no idea. But thanks for tuning in. I'm going to chill on the beach next to the fire with my sick umbrella bros. And I'll leave it off there. Have a good one.